Sad week in sports, lost Bob Uecker. Was there ever a better representative, ambassador of baseball?
It's a shame he was stuck in Milwaukee.
Why do you always have to make division? Okay, this is supposed to be, let's just talk about Bob Uecker. You don't have to bring up the shitty Brewers. Okay? Is that their full name, I think? The shitty Brewers?
I believe so.
First introduction for me for Bob Uecker was Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, they said it and I forgot it. I knew it, but I forgot it.
Yeah, he played, I think his name was George, right?
Yeah.
His dad. Yeah,
it went like 6-7 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a baseball player until later. Yeah. I had no idea. That's where a lot of kids growing up during our time was introduced to him.
If you had to rank it, it's probably Major League, Mr. Belvedere, then the Brewers. Like for a lot of people. Like to know, like that'd be the last thing you'd know him for, right? Unless you live in Milwaukee. Who knows what's going on in Milwaukee?
What did the Milwaukee fans do to you this week?
I don't think Milwaukee's a real place, to be honest with you.
No, bullshit. The Fonz. Bullshit. The Fonz, the Happy Days.
That was on TV.
No, that's real. That's a real place, and the Fonz is real.
Have you ever been there? Well, point taken.
You totally can see that's your concession. No, you brought up the Fonz, it was game over. I mean, he makes those movies. Without what are major league movies? Those two major league movies without Harry Doyle.
Sure.
No, they're not even close to as good. Yeah. Not even close.
He's like the mascot of the movie.
Yeah, it's more than that. I think he's.
Well, I mean,
he's basically the star of that movie.
Yeah, it could be.
Those movies are just funny, funny, quirky baseball movies. But with him in it, they're legendary baseball movies. They're always top 5. You know, people put the major league in their top 5 sports movies, and it's because of him.
All the quotes are his quotes.
Yeah, they're all his quotes. Everything almost. There are other ones. There are some other ones, but the main quotes are all like. What do you think of right away when you hear Major League?
Just a bit outside.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
You ever listen to him with Bob Costas when they did the national games?
Yeah.
Those were great, the play-by-plays with him and Bob Costas. He would never hold any punches back about how bad of a player he was.
You remember the story Norm Macdonald told about him on Howard Stern? About the dump button?
No,
he had a little dump button. Right in the middle of a play, he'd hit the dump button and say something crazy. And then he'd go right back to the game.
I think I do, now that you're bringing that up, I think I do remember that now.
It was something about like a female fan. He like, look at the tits on her. And then he had the dump button back. That's dangerous.
Too bad there's not like some kind of outtake reel of Bob Uecker, right?
There was no video.
No, nothing, right? That's just, that's only in people's stories.
But if he did that and didn't hit the dump button, that's a big problem.
I completely believe that he did that.
I think he was so good in that movie because he was just being himself, probably.
I mean, he was playing a heightened version of himself in that movie. One of a kind, though. Bob Uecker will never be another guy like him.